Hello and welcome to Winter Solstice 2023. We are about to start the new year astronomically. The exact time of Winter Solstice is on 22nd of December at 3:27 a.m. 3:27 a.m. UTC. Please convert for your time zone. It's early in the morning for Europeans, it's later in the morning for Asians, and it's in the evening of 21st of December for the Americas. I will give you exact instructions how you can meditate with winter solstice. We do an exercise together using a bunch of essential oils that are facilitating our sun connection. And from the sun, of course, all forms of life come. So we have here we are, citrus oils, orange and grapefruit. We have cinnamon bark, we have Onycha, and we have Cassia as the oils that I recommend you today. And I will guide you through that meditation, of course. This live stream is part of the 12 Essential Holy Nights. We are preparing for this special time of the year, the portal time between 25th of December and 5th of January. The Holy Nights tradition, or 12th tide, as has been called in Christianity, probably has its origin in the disproportion between the lunar calendar that all the old peoples of the earth have used, simply because they didn't have astronomical tools to exactly calculate the sun. The moon is easier with the bare eye. You could see when it's full moon and when it's new moon. And of course, the solar calendar that is used today, they give a disproportion. How is that? According to the lunar calendar, the year has 354 days. That is 12 lunar phases of 29.5 days each. However, the time from one winter solstice to the next is 365 days, according to the solar calendar. Actually, 365.25 days. This is the reason why every fourth year we have an additional day. So these 11 days and 12 nights are missing in our modern calendar system. These so-called holy nights that have been observed for at least the last 2,500 years begin, according to Celtic and Germanic traditions, in the night after the winter solstice and lie thus between the times or between the years. A designation that is still very common today. The 12 nights, 11 days, and the traditions associated with them from different sources go back to antiquity. Please, if you have any questions, write them in the chat below so I can give answers and specify whatever needs to be specified. In this time that we are entering now, a portal is opening. And each of the holy nights and holy days gives you access to the month associated with it. That is, December 25th is associated with the coming January. December 26th is associated with February. December 27th is associated with March, and so on, till finally 5th of January gives us already a connection and a foretelling of the months of December. So this is what we are doing during the 12 Essential Holy Nights. We are predicting, we are observing, but also we are designing and preparing for the new year. Exactly how this is done, I have already explained in another live stream. However, let me give you a few explanations. This is an ideal opportunity to not only take note of clues, dreams, and events, but to script, create, and manifest your upcoming year and bring it to fruition. Many participants of the Essential Holy Nights from the past years have had excellent experiences. And I'm seeing Erika Tam. Hello, nice you're joining. Please, anyone who has participated in former Essential Holy Nights, if you would be kind enough to just write down what this brings, because for many people, this seems to be an unusual thing. Why would one observe these special days? What's the result of it? What do we get out of observing the Essential Holy Nights? If you will be kind enough to share in the chat. And concerning writing it down, I have a little recommendation for you. A friend of mine has published a book that you can use as a Holy Nights journal. So this is still probably time enough, at least when you're in the Americas, to get it, to order it. I will see if I can share it. Yeah, here it is. You can use basically any college book, any journal that you have, and you can dedicate it. But here, Lizzie Filsey has made from my teachings, from my former Essential Holy Nights or Sacred Nights, she has prepared this journal for your soul. You can find it, for example, on Amazon. And she has structured it exactly in the way that I propose, because we are looking at the physical, at the emotional, at the mental, at the social, at the financial, at the spiritual, and at the joy aspects of your life. So we are working all together on 7 important areas of your life. And this Sacred Nights journal is a great opportunity. But as I say, if you can't get it because you're in a part of the world where you can't order it, then a college block or any journal that you just dedicate for the Essential Holy Nights will suffice. So let me go back to the original presentation. Each human being is a creator, and what was already envisioned by Leonardo da Vinci in his Vitruvian Man, you see this very famous picture of the Vitruvian Man in the pentagram. The 5-pointed star shows what we really are. We are not 4-dimensional beings. That means we don't just consist of earth, water, fire, and wind. We have a 5th element, and that is called the ether element, the akasha element. And that is a subtle element, sometimes also referred to as the quintessence. And it is finer and represents the connection between the spiritual worlds or the pure causal world on the one hand and the physical manifestation, the physical creation on the other hand. This 5th element, the quintessence, characterizes man as a creative being, as a creator, equal to his creator in the ability to create. We are all co-creators, and in fact, each of our lives that we experience is partly our own creation. Whether you like it or not, the life you live in is your creation, your co-creation. Of course, there is causal effects, you call them karma. There has been things given to you by the creator, by the source. There is a certain program that your soul follows, a certain task that your soul follows. It's called the promise of the soul or the soul's mission. And that plays a huge part in what happens in your life. But eventually, we all do create what happens to us with our actions, with our words that we utter, with our emotional energies, and with our mental energies, our thoughts. Now, most people do that unconsciously. Most people, they're just in a roller coaster ride called life, and they don't know what's happening to them and why things are turning out as they are. if you follow the teachings of the Essential Holy Nights, you will find out very clearly how you can establish and design and create your upcoming year. And this is an amazing study. I have done this now for the past 6 years. Wonderful things have happened. And I'm sure they will happen for you if you take the effort to engage in it. And we have some participants from before. Here is Lois Selman from Atlanta, Georgia. Hello to Lois. Thank you for sharing. Lois says, the holy nights bring a deeper meaning to this time and sets me up for deeper thinking, deeper planning, and feeling for my creations for the coming year. And the learning and the use of the oils is an added joy. Wonderfully said, Lois. I have heard it from aromatherapists who say, wow, what you're teaching here, all these 47 oils, this is like the knowledge an aromatherapist can be proud of. So yes, we do a lot of oil applications. We look at the plants, but the main focus, of course, is really on creation, creating your new and upcoming year. Thank you so much, Lois, for sharing. And we have Erica Tam. And Erica Tam, I think Singapore, if I'm correct, please otherwise correct me, Erica. Erica says, I have been doing this for quite a few years already. It is my favorite program to embark on because it gives me focus on what to do in the coming year. And it's amazing to see myself co-creating my own destiny. Yes, absolutely. And it is really magical. And you might feel it already now because we are entering very shortly into this time. The portal reopens with winter solstice, then we have like 3 more preparation days. And then at midnight of 25th of December, we are right into these 12 essential holy nights. I will give live streams every day. If you are engaging in this program, you will get the complete knowledge and all the practical rituals that are needed to follow this program. And Erica says, yes, I'm from Singapore. Thank you so much. And greetings to Singapore. It must be already like after 10 in the evening for you. So thank you for joining. We have another person here. I see only Facebook users, so I'm sorry, I don't know who that is, but let's look into that right away. The Essential Holy Nights is an amazing practice, he or she says. It has become part of my year and ritual over the past few years. It really helps me focus and plan for the year ahead. Initially, it was quite a challenge to look so far ahead. That is very well said. Many people, they don't think that they can really procreate, yes, that's an actual word. So you're creating up to 1 year ahead of time. And that's not procreation in the regular sense that you're begetting children. This is really extended creation that's not just happening day by day, like in most people's lives. Most people's lives, they're just living day by day and things happen. But you're really looking at the bigger picture. So quite a challenge to look so far ahead. Yeah, one has to get used to it. And please, if you will be kind enough, just write down in another post who you are, what your name is, where you are from, so we get an idea. At the moment, we have only Facebook user. She says, or he says, as I kept doing it, it became easier. And this year in particular, I have noticed that more of what I wrote actually is happening. Fantastic. So this is why the Essential Holy Night journal is so important. This is why I really recommend you get a college book, get a journal, and start writing from today, because you will be amazed. This is kind of a logbook. This is kind of a mission book. This is kind of a book of life that you are writing. And now we have her confirmed. It's Wendy Chong from Malaysia. Fantastic. Thank you, Wendy, for logging in so we can see your name and your picture. All right. So this gives you a little idea from 3 participants that have been doing this already for some years, what it can do for you, and now it's up to you. to make it happen in your own life, to become a conscious creator of your coming year. And we are using essential oils. In fact, we are using about 47 essential oils and oil blends. And don't worry if you don't have all of them. I always plan contingencies. That's the reason why I show so many oils and oil blends. If you do not have one or the other, you will still have at least some. And so your work and your rituals will be proceeding successfully. So essential oils and oil blends provide the ethereal particles, the etheric particles that are needed for the creation work. What is really happening? It has been already explained by Socrates and Plato that everything originates in the world of ideas. Before something happens in our physical world, in our material world, everything starts as an idea. And this is especially easy in these 12 days and nights. We have a more open connection to the world of ideas, to the world of causation than at any other time in the year. And we can not only bring down these ideas, intentionize them, visualize them, but this is also a perfect time because the lid between the higher world and the physical world is more open than usually. Usually it's shut, the door is shut, but now in this time, the door is opening between the world of ideas and our world of creation. And we need these essential oil particles. They are actually the ethereal particles, the akasha, that is needed to close or give form to the ideas before they manifest in the physical world. I know this sounds quite complicated, but it is really as simple as seeing it, intentionizing it, wishing it, and also feeling it. And seeing and feeling and intentionizing it repeatedly with the use of essential oils that give us the matrix, the ethereal matrix to bring it into a form that manifests. So out of the spiritual, out of the world of ideas, the new that is to be created is brought into form first in this ethereal sphere via the ether element or ether element, and it is formed thus as a matrix that is created in the ether. Before that matrix is like a blueprint for things to take shape in the physical world. I hope you get the idea. That's a lot of mumbo jumbo, you could say, a lot of complicated words, but it's very simple. You see the idea, feel the idea, intentionalize it with a strong will. You put it into ethereal particles by using several of the essential oils. You're writing it down in your Holy Night's journal. You're reading that again and again and again, and then watch what happens. And you'll be surprised. I have participants. One lady started doing it 3 years ago, and she wrote me, Aditya, I was an employee 3 years ago when I first started this program. Her name, by the way, is Diana Ramme from Hamburg, Germany. And I quit my job because I wanted to be self-employed. But look at me now. I have 51 employees on my own. I'm well established now. I have started, according to these creation mechanisms that you explain, I have started my own company within 3 years, 51 employees. Congratulations, Diana. And she's not the only one. Just yesterday, I had one lady participating in a German live stream, and she said, well, I built a house meanwhile. We always procrastinated. We thought we didn't have the means, and now we have our house, and many beautiful people have come into our life like never before. Like finally, suddenly, I'm attracting the right people, heart-centered people into my life using these techniques of the essential holy nights. That was, by the way, Carmen Gruber from Tirol, Austria. Carmen Gruber, also greetings to you from Tirol, Austria, who built her house and attracted many new people that she never found before into her life. So you are a creator. And if you do this consciously, many wonderful things will happen for you. And the essential oils, they are facilitators. They help you, they give you the ethereal particles that are needed to bring into form, to manifest. We have gone through the 6 nights of Lot. Possibly you have watched my live streams on the 6 nights of Lot. And we are just now in the end of the 6th night of Lot, in the night of St. Thomas, who was a disbeliever, who was a doubtful man, and who became one of the strongest believer. He went further for Jesus all the way to India than any other apostle. He reached his goals through belief. If you are interested, look out for that live stream on my YouTube channel or on my Facebook profile. You can see it in full length, as you can see the other 6 nights of Lot. Now, in this particular night of Lot time, there is a quite spooky ritual, and that is that you go to a T crossing in a forest, ideally, if you don't have a forest, a park at least. And many people say, oh, I'm afraid, how can I go in the night into the forest or the park? Well, in fact, forests are nowadays less dangerous than big cities are at night. So many people do it, and you are staying there for 15 minutes, 30 minutes before midnight and just listening and watching and observing, and you might even get a whole vision of what is going to happen in the year to come. It's a very old tradition that is over 2,000 years old. The shamans, the medicine men, the witches and witchers, however you wish to call them, they knew of this technique. Now, what is really important, and maybe you have done it during one of these nights, is then to return without turning around. So you're going basically backwards from that T crossing. You're still looking ahead at the T crossing because you don't want to turn your back on your future. You don't want to turn your back on the future. This is why respectfully you're stepping back for at least 20, 30 meters before you turn around. And what you have seen or observed at that T crossing is partly worked out consciously in your mind. That means you might pick up some informations in your conscious mind, in your thinking, but more of that works on the subconscious plane. Subconsciously, you're picking up a lot of suggestions, a lot of data that will be helpful for you in the 12 holy nights. And now, with winter solstice, I would not go out anymore into the dark forest, because now the page turns and we have something that is called the wild chase. From that time on, as soon as winter solstice has happened, and again, that's this year on December 22nd at 3:27 a.m. in the morning, 3:27 UTC, so please look for your time zone. But now for the next 12 to 15 days, you have a phenomenon called the wild chase. And these are beings or spirits of the old year, energies of the old year that have not made it back to the higher world in time, and that are still roaming around in the here and now of our material world. And they are, of course, ephemeral. They are energies, but they can be quite real. I always thought as a child, oh, this is just a fairy tale that can't be true. Till one day, when I was living in Fuschel in the Salzkammergut, I drove back 10, 11 in the night from celebrating Christmas with my parents on the 24th of December. And then suddenly there was like a whoosh, like a wind coming up. And then from the left side of the road, I was just driving through a forest. To the right side of the road was really like this caravanserai, this whole procession of beings and energies. And I stopped the car, and it was really quite spooky. And I just watched them pass by. I meditated on the heart, and then I safely returned to my home. So one should not gaze at such a phenomenon, but focus on your own heart. Stay guarded within yourself. And I don't know if the wild chase is also around in the Americas or in Asia, because you have different energies. In Europe, especially in Central and Northern Europe, it is definitely around, and more people than just me have had experience with this wild chase. And this wild chase is led by Frau Holle, according to some traditions, like a special woman, a mystical woman. And Frau Holle basically is a representative of a wise woman or of God, the mother, in a benign form, taking care of all these departed spirits, all these energies that have not been liberated. When it was time, when is the time? You will ask, well, that time is usually throughout November, throughout the star sign of Scorpio. And until then, this whole process of coming to an end, of dying and going back to the source, should be completed. By the way, I had two burials very close by, people in the last days, and I was very happy that their burial still happened before winter solstice, because if it's procrastinated and if it takes place only after winter solstice, then they are already in the energy of the new year, and then they start to roam around. And I know this sounds spooky and this sounds probably unbelievable until you have the experience yourself. So if you ever come across the theme of somebody has died in the old year, make sure that they have their burial before December 21st. Otherwise, they might be joining this wild chase. And now, because this wild chase is around during the whole essential holy nights from 25th of December till 5th of January, you should also not look outside the window during the night. In this period, this is really the period where we are focusing inside and where we are focusing on our creation work and where we are writing things down, planning and creating our coming year. And that brings us to our winter solstice meditation. If you have the oils ready, please take as the first oil the simple oil of orange. Orange oil, it's a fruit oil, hard pressed from or cold pressed from the rind of the orange. And you can first always start inhaling from the bottle. That's the aromatherapeutic or aroma breathing. And orange, like mandarin, is beloved in this time of the year in many regions because it gives us that fruitiness, that sweetness, that zest for life, that joy of life. And this is how we start our winter solstice meditation. By the way, if you are up and around at December 22nd, 3:27 a.m. UTC, you can do the same meditation that we are doing now, then directly at winter solstice. So first you're inhaling orange, and then you are applying orange. And be careful if you're going out in the sun, like I will do later. You're applying it on the crown, on the forehead, on the heart, in the center of your chest, and on your sacral region. Sacral region. Why do I say be careful if you're going out into the sun or if you're going into the solarium? Because citrus oils have a photosensitive effect. It means you can get a darker pigmentation on your skin if you're going out into the sunlight for longer than 5, 10, 15 minutes, of course. If you're sunbathing, for example, that is, then you will get darker pigmentation on the spots where you apply the oil. So be careful. This is why I will not apply it everywhere. I apply it on my crown because I have hair here, so pigmentation will not disturb. I won't apply it physically on my third eye, although if you stay indoors, if you are not exposed to sunlight, you can also physically apply it to your forehead. Otherwise, please apply it like 1 inch away from your forehead, just energetically in front of your third eye. And then you apply it in front of your heart chakra, in the center of your chest. And then you can apply it on your lower belly, your sacral region, which is, by the way, the sphere that the orange really is in charge of. Orange has to do with enjoyment of life. Orange has to do with sensuality. And if you're not exposed with your lower belly to the sunlight, you can apply orange right there. I have applied just on 4 spots: crown, third eye, heart, and sacral region. And now it's time again to inhale the orange scent. And now feel into these 4 regions onto which you have put the oil. What do you feel energetically in your crown? You feel that life energy, that joy? What do you feel in your forehead, in your third eye? What do you feel in your heart area, in the center of your chest? And what do you feel in your lower belly? And now feel in each of these 4 areas the sun shining. Feel the sun is shining in your crown. The sun is shining in the top of your head. Feel the sun is shining in your forehead. Luminous, beautiful, spiritual sun is shining in your forehead. Feel the sun is shining in your heart center, in the center of your chest. You feel all the love, all the warmth, all the luminosity there. And feel the sun is shining in your sacral region. In your lower belly region, you have another luminous sun full of life energy, full of joy of existence. And these suns, of course, connect you to our sun high above. Our sun connects you to the center of all the suns in the center of our galaxy, the Milky Way. But we come to that later. Right now, focus on establishing the suns inside you. That is the sun in your crown, the sun in your forehead, the sun in your heart, and the sun in your lower belly, in your sacral region. While you're breathing deeply the orange oil. Now the next 2 oils are connected to the sun. One of them is cinnamon bark. And cinnamon bark, which you also find in thieves. If you don't have cinnamon bark as a single oil already, just use thieves. It's a very sweet and spicy oil, cinnamon bark, and it carries the energies of the sun. And you take 1 or 2 drops and you apply cinnamon bark on all your main chakras. That is your crown, your forehead, your throat or larynx region, your heart center in the center of your chest, your solar plexus. And it's possibly a hot oil, so be careful of the next 2 spots because the skin is a little bit more sensitive there. Your sacral region, it might burn a little, and your perineum. With the perineum, cinnamon bark will almost definitely burn your skin, so apply it not directly on the skin, just apply it about 1 inch, about 2 or 3 centimeters in front of this area in your aura, in your energy body. So you have applied now cinnamon bark on your crown, on your forehead, on your larynx, on your center of the chest, on on your solar plexus, on your sacral plexus, and on the root chakra. You can also apply it on the tailbone in the back or just on the perineum in the front. And now, after having applied cinnamon bark on these 7 spots, please do again inhalation directly from the bottle. And feel now in each of these spots the sun shining brightly, life energy in your crown, luminous life energy, and illuminating life energy. The sun in your forehead, luminous and brilliant. The sun in your larynx, your throat, powerful, empowering you. Your larynx is about self-expression. Your larynx is about creativity, creating your own life. Your larynx is about having your own say. So now you have 3 suns luminously shining in your crown. That's your connection with divinity. In your forehead, that's your spiritual eye, your spiritual sight. And in your larynx, that's your creative center, that's your self-expression. Now turn your attention also to the heart center, in the center of your chest. That's your love, joy, and connection sun. While you're breathing from the bottle, you might really feel love and joy in your heart. With each breath becoming a little bit more. And then in your solar plexus. And solar plexus is really dynamic energy. It's what makes you a mover and a shaker. Or if you have not used that energy in the solar plexus enough yet, maybe this will be the year 2024 that you become a mover and a shaker. That you really create and execute and do things in 2024 that you haven't done before. To make your life really count. To finally get the results that you always deserved. Feel this dynamic energy in the sun, in the middle of your belly, and make it a mighty sun and a luminous sun. Then again, the sun in your lower belly, in your sacral region, which we already focused on when we did orange. Now with cinnamon bark, we are turning again to this sacral plexus sun, which has to do with enjoying life, with sensuality, with sympathy, with attraction. Who do you attract in the coming year, 2024? Who do you not attract? This is in your second chakra, in your sacral plexus sun. You find the luminosity and the strong magnetic resonance to attract the right people into your life in the coming year, 2024. Now you must define, what does it mean, the right people? Really visualize what kind of people will come into your life. Could be your personal life, could be your business life, could be your spiritual life. Which people will you be attracting in the coming year with sympathetic resonance from your second chakra? And then in your base chakra, your root, your perineum or tailbone region, and this sun is life energy itself. That's the root of your life energy, and that's also your protection, your spiritual and material protection. Because this is the seat of the mother's energy, the Shakti energy, At the same time, the root chakra is the seat of your life energy. It has to do with your health, has to do with your life energy, how strong your life energy is. And I'll focus for a few moments on that sun in your bottom. Make it as strong and as vital and as vibrant as you wish. Feel the life in your first chakra, sun. Now we are turning to the next oil, and that's Onycha. And Onycha is an oil from the Bible oils set, the oils of ancient scripture. We have spoken about that oil kit already. And Onycha, or Styrax benzoin, is a resin oil that has also frequencies of the sun. And what you're doing now, you are applying Onycha on the 7 chakras. This one is a little thick. It has a high viscosity. That means you might have to be a little patient till the drops come out, but it's well worth the wait because Onycha oil has a fantastic effect on your chakras. You apply it on the crown for your sun in the crown, on your forehead for your third eye, sun of consciousness, on your larynx, throat center, on your heart center, in the middle of the chest, on the solar plexus, sun. Then if you need, take 1 or 2 drops more, because after all, this is for the whole year, make it count. And sacral plexus, sun, and finally an Onycha you can apply safely on the perineum or on the tailbone. It's a very soft oil. But it's a real mystical oil. Onycha, or Onycha as some people pronounce it, Onycha really connects you to the spiritual energies of the sun. You're breathing deeply and you're feeling this luminosity in your perineum, your base, like a brilliant sun. In your root chakra, the brilliance in your second chakra, in your sacral plexus sun. You're breathing deeply, you're inhaling from the bottle of Onycha, and you feel also that spicy, wonderful anointing scent, and the softness, yes, strength in your root chakra, in your second chakra, and now also coming up into your solar plexus sun. Feel this spiritual energy of Onycha in the sun, in the middle of your belly. And that's your dynamism, that's your self-worth, that's your self-empowerment, that's your right to be, your right of existence. You are a factor, you are important, you have your place in the universe. And you will move things, you will make things, you will shake things in 2024. And then move up into the heart, sun, in the center of your chest. Feel all the love and connection that you're capable of. Feel the love of all hearts inside your heart, especially the loves of your dear ones. Feel the love, the aggregate love of all your dear ones inside your own heart. You can go even a step further and feel in your own heart, the hearts of billions of others. Your heart in their heart, and their hearts in your heart. While you're breathing deeply, Onycha, from the bottle, you feel now this spiritual sun in your heart. Now you go up to your larynx, your throat center, and also here a mighty illuminating sun of consciousness. And then moving further up, the sun in your third eye, in the center of your forehead, your spiritual vision, your spiritual willpower. And finally, the sun in your crown, the sun in the top of your head. Now please make a symbolical gesture. Symbolical gesture. First you hold your sun in your heart, in front of your heart. You really feel like a ball of fire, a ball of consciousness, a ball of luminosity in front of your heart center. You're holding it. You feel all the warmth, all the power, all the love, all the luminosity. And then you lift it up to above your head. Lift up the heart sun above your head. Now lift it further up and lift up that sun from your heart and from your crown up to the sun high above you. Unite yourself with our sun. Unite your heart sun and your top of the head sun with the sun of our solar system high above. Create that spiritual connection, an energetic connection with the source of all life in our solar system, with the heart sun and your crown sun now connecting with the solar sun, the sun of our solar system. Again, you can pick up Onycha and smell from the bottle. And feel now how invigorated you are, how illuminated you are in these 7 suns, especially now that you have created the connection with the sun of our solar system. You're flooded with new life energy. You're flooded with luminosity. Now let us turn to another oil, and that is Cassia. And sorry for the camera adjustment. Here you see the Cassia, also from the Bible oils set, if you have it. It also exists as a single oil with a red cover. And this is a hot oil, so be a little bit careful with it. But principally, you can apply diluted Cassia. Ideally, you dilute it a little with carrier oil on these 7 spots. The crown, the third eye, the larynx, the heart center, solar plexus, your sacral plexus, and your tailbone or perineum, or both areas. And again, be careful. Here we have sensitive skin, so it must be diluted. The Cassia, And then you are inhaling the Cassia from the bottle, while you're feeling now this electric energy, bioelectric energy of Cassia in these 7 areas. And it's really, each of these areas is like a really mighty sun now. You feel really that sun in your root, like the sun in the skies, a ball of fire, of spiritual fire. While you're inhaling deeply from the bottle of Cassia, and then the sun in your sacral plexus, another ball of fire. The sun in your solar plexus, just above the navel. Really feel the dynamic energy, feel the power, feel the luminosity. And the sun in the heart, feel all the love, feel all the goodness, yet as a mighty ball of fire in the center of your chest. You're breathing love, cosmic love, your heart in connection with all hearts in connection with your heart in all suns of the universe, and all suns of the universe in your heart in all stars of the universe, and all stars of the universe in your heart. Feel the universal love and the universal connection in your heart. Now another sun in your larynx, as luminous, as powerful, and really makes you feel your power of expression, your power of sovereignty, your right to speak your own words, your freedom to be a creator of your life. It's all in the sun in your larynx. Your vision sun in your third eye, the spiritual sun of willpower in your third eye. Finally, in your crown, and above your crown, the spiritual sun in your crown and above the crown. And again, you feel the alignment of all your suns with the sun high above, the sun of our solar system. And we finally go one last step. We are using now the grapefruit oil. And again, reminder, this is a citrus oil. Be careful of the photosensitive effect if you go out in the sunlight. Afterwards, grapefruit's photosensitivity is not so bad. It's usually just 12 hours. Still, be careful. Apply grapefruit on your crown, on your forehead, on your larynx, throat area, on your heart center, on your solar plexus, on your sacral plexus, and on the tailbone and or perineum. Then you are inhaling from the grapefruit bottle. Grapefruit has this amazing energy of the crown chakra. It is associated with the forbidden fruit of paradise, the forbidden fruit of the Garden of Eden, which actually was not an apple. Apple was never mentioned in the Bible. Feel this high frequency of grapefruit in all the seven suns. Particularly feel this high frequency in your crown. And now really align yourself, your seven suns, with the sun above, the sun of our solar system. And then align with the center of the Milky Way. We have an area of millions of suns in the center of our galaxy. It's like an ocean of light. And we are aligning our seven suns and the sun of our solar system with the center of the Milky Way, with this luminous area of millions of suns in the center of our galaxy. You are a cosmic being, you are a spiritual being, and you are a human being. You are both spiritual as you are material. In the year 2024, all your material realities will flourish. All your material realities will blossom. As in the year 2024, your spiritual realities will blossom. Your spirituality will flourish in 2024. Now that you are becoming aware that you are a cosmic child, that you have these seven suns of consciousness within you, that they are connected with the sun above in our solar system, and that is again connecting you to the suns in the center of the galaxy. Feel the majesty, feel the power, and also feel the peace of your cosmic existence. Wonderful. That was our winter solstice meditation with these oils: orange, cinnamon bark, Onycha, Cassia, and grapefruit. You can do the same meditation right at winter solstice. If you establish the time for your time zone, do it one more time and really connect yourself. How do you feel now? You can write in the comments. In my case, for example, I feel quite purified now, very luminous, and also harmoniously connected. That's my result of that solar meditation, and also feel the connection to above and feel integrity within all my seven planes of consciousness. It's also good you really breathe deeply and assimilate what has just happened. Take your time to assimilate. And then you can also write down in your Holy Nights journal what you have experienced in case you had a special experience. Erika says she feels bright and very warm, beautiful. Alena Brozowa says heart, gratitude, and a golden heart. Martina Fanchovichova, it's good, a black sun. At the very center of the universe, we have a black sun. Wonderful. Okay, so let that work in you. Do it one more time directly at winter solstice and remind yourself you are a cosmic child. Remind yourself you are a child of the sun. The sun is always shining within you. Now, as today we have the 21st of December, I'd like to remind you, this is preparation day 1. It's about purification and decluttering. And I'm sure you have started already. Just as a reminder, oh, Maria says, wonderful, beautiful. Thank you, Maria. I recommend you use these oils. Use sage for rubbing it all over your body. Sage is great for rubbing it all over your body, but also for the diffuser and also for spraying it in your rooms. And if you don't have sage, you can use angelica root or juniper instead. These are the 3 favorite oils of the Druids of Western Europe throughout centuries: the sage, the angelica, and the juniper, for cleaning your room's energies, spraying it, diffusing it. And if you are in the process of physically cleaning, you can use purification oil blend, and not just today on the 21st. These preparation days go all the way to December 24th. So when you're cleaning surfaces, when you're cleaning the floors, you can use purification. I, for example, use purification both for surfaces as well as in my wet vacuum cleaner. And it's fantastic for the whole flat. It really brings freshness and cleansing into my apartment. And then for spiritual purposes, remember, we do not wish to become involved with the wild chase. We do not wish to become involved with the old energies of the year that is past. We want to leave behind. So Palo Santo is great for your spiritual, mental, and emotional purification. And for that purpose, you just take Palo Santo for 3 to 5 minutes and inhale it concentratedly. Palo Santo is a very powerful spiritual oil blend that can even remove dark energies, black energies. If you have any negative influences in your life, then make sure you are inhaling Palo Santo. You can apply Palo Santo on all the 7 chakras, but I give you one more tip, and that can be very helpful for you. If you have negative influences in your life, you should also use Palo Santo on the neck, on the lower back, on your knee pits, and on your heels. These are the 4 areas: the neck, the lower back, the knee pits, and the heels, where very often negative energies attach to us. And they are backside, so we don't even notice them sometimes, but they have a negative impact on us. So apply Palo Santo on your neck, on your lower back, on your knee pits, and on your heels. And then again, inhale right from the bottle. So this is a good spiritual cleansing with Palo Santo. And you might feel even some other places, unexpected places, like I feel now in the elbow pits, basically. It might be that your body just calls for the oil to be applied also in unusual spots. Your body has this intelligence, knows where it wants to have the oil applied. So wherever you feel it, now with Palo Santo, but also with sage or other oils, please give your body this application of the oil on these spots. Then we have, of course, the spiritual cleansing, energetic cleansing with myrtle, cassia, and hyssop. Cassia we just used for our solar meditation, was one of the 5 oils for the solar meditation. And I'd like to remind you, during these preparation days, make yourself 3 bottles, 1 big bottle. That big bottle is like a spray bottle, 500 milliliters. This is for spraying your rooms and all the hidden corners in your rooms. Then the second bottle is a 100 milliliter spray bottle. This is for your own aura. This is like an aura spray. Again, take care of spraying also your backsides, spraying your armpits, between your legs, in your knee pits, in your neck. These are special areas also in the aura. And then you have that small bottle, and that small bottle is for anointing. This is your anointing bottle. Now, what do you do with these bottles? You use the following recipes. They are all for purification. Purification in the 500 milliliter steam distilled water big bottle. So that's the one on the left side. That one has 27 drops of hyssop, 27 drops of myrtle, and 13 drops of cassia. In the spray bottle with 300 to 500 milliliters of steam distilled water to spray in your rooms. Steam distilled water because it blends better with steam distilled oils, because you don't want to use an emulsifier like salt or cream or honey, because you're spraying it around everywhere in your room, so you will have traces of salt or cream in your room. So this is why here you use, please, steam distilled water. 27 drops of hyssop, 27 drops of myrtle, 13 drops of cassia. For the second bottle, that's the personal spray bottle, your aura spray, you use also 27 drops of hyssop, 27 drops of myrtle, 13 drops of cassia in 100 milliliter of steam distilled water to spray your aura. That's typically a bottle like 100 milliliters. And finally, for the small anointing oil bottle, where you put in the blend, you have 27 drops of hyssop, 27 drops of myrtle, but just 7 drops of cassia, because this is applied directly on your skin. The third bottle, the little bottle, this is you use for anointing, applying it all over your body, on your skin. This is why you have only 7 drops of cassia, and yet you use V6 or another vegetable carrier oil in a 15 milliliter bottle as carrier oil, so that you are safe, but that you still have all the spiritual benefits. Then here we have frankincense and myrrh. And let us have a look at these two, because they're also important Hyssop, by the way, is in the middle here. You know, hyssop also from the Bible oil set, so you can have it either with the golden label or with the pink label. It's the same oil. Eventually, hyssop is great for deleting information. Hyssop and myrtle and camphor, they have the highest degree of camphenes, and you know that camphenes delete information. But now, what else do you use in these preparation days today, 21st of December and 22nd of December and 23rd of December and even 24th of December, you also use frankincense and myrrh. And by the way, you don't have to use them all at one time. I'm just explaining them to you now all at one time. Take your time and follow your intuition. For example, if you wish to strengthen your connection to God the Father, you use frankincense and you are inhaling frankincense and you're applying frankincense on your crown and your third eye and your heart. And you really feel also the masculine divine energies inside you. No matter if you're a man, you should feel the divine masculine inside you. Or if you're a woman, you should feel also the father energy inside you. And you do that while inhaling frankincense. You feel divine masculinity. You feel divine father energy inside you. And that's a very noble energy. That's none of that negative masculinity or toxic masculinity that some people experience. That's the Father, God, the Father energy, the cosmic yang. And this is a very important factor to have in your life, to have that protection in your life, to have that Father energy in your life. And that's fantastic for strengthening your connection to God the Father. You inhale frankincense, you apply it on the chakras. You can also diffuse it. If you wish to strengthen your connection to God the Mother, use myrrh oil. Again, here I have it with the golden bottle from the Bible oil set, but you can also use the regular bottle. And myrrh especially has to be applied on the first chakra, the perineum, the tailbone, on the heart, and on the neck. So remember, frankincense we put on the crown, we put on the root chakra, on the heart, and on the neck. Because myrrh is mother energy. Myrrh is Shakti energy. Myrrh is divine femininity. And this is whether you are a woman or a man, strengthen your harmony, strengthen your connection with the divine feminine, strengthen your connection with the cosmic yin, strengthen your connection with God, the Mother. Feel her gentle and protecting energy all inside you. Yep, aura spray. Fantastic. It really works. Good if you use it. Okay, you feel how deep this goes? What dimension now frankincense and myrrh have added? Because this is really the basic connection to God the Father and God the Mother that we all need. Now, in your Holy Nights journal, maybe you have done it already, written down what has to be decluttered, what has to be cleansed in these 7 areas of your life. So what has to be cleansed and purified and thrown away maybe in the physical plane of your life? What has to be cleansed and purified in your emotional sphere, if you have not written down in your Holy Night journal, please write down which emotions should go, which emotions should be purified or harmonized. Then on your mental plane, your thoughts, which thoughts have to be illuminated, or transformed to more positive thoughts. And also mental decluttering, that's a big one. Many people have too many thoughts. So throw out some thoughts, become more silent in their head. Then decluttering in your social field. On the one hand, our connections, our relationships are our social wealth, our social capital. On the other hand, our connections can also hurt us. So maybe some relationships will end with this winter solstice. And you will still be friends, you will know each other. Yeah, we know somehow, but you will not be as close anymore. If these are relationships that don't help you or that hurt you, let them go with this winter solstice. Financially, what habits do you have financially that have to go? What financial habits are hurting you? And that could be also your thoughts, your attitude towards money. Spiritually, what has to be decluttered in your spirituality? Spirituality is actually quite simple. Spirituality just means to be. Spirituality means to be one with Source. Spirituality means to be one with Source also through all the other beings. So not so many complications in spirituality, it's just to be one with God. And then fun. Do you have things that prevent you from having fun in your life? They should be decluttered. Do you have situations in your life that rob you of the joy of life? They have to be thrown out. They have to be decluttered. Be serious about that. It's very important you do this cleansing in the 7 areas of your life on preparation day 1, and or you find out right now, if you hear about this the first time, that tonight, in the evening or in the night of the 21st of December, you should make a bonfire. Now, it doesn't have to be a huge bonfire like the Yul-Fire that is done in Scandinavia or in northern Germany. Real solar fire that has been lit at that time already hundreds and thousands of years ago, because winter solstice is a major solar festival. But it can be a smaller fire. Once I made a fire just in the kitchen sink of a holiday flat where I was, because I didn't have anything else and I couldn't go outside. So I was just having a little Yule-Fire, solar fire, in the sink. And I wrote down all the things of my life that stay in my life. And this is my handwriting. It's called The Circle of My Life. And the task is that you write a piece of paper and you write down what is inside the circle and what stays outside the circle of your life, what goes from your life. And you see here in the very center, you write down the things that are the dearest to you, that are the closest to you. And then further and further outside, you write also important things, but not so important things. So in the very center of the circle should be the things that are the closest to you, that are the most important to you. Then when you go further outside, you see here comes a line where there's the outside of the circle. And here around, outside, you write down all the things that should leave you in this year, or that should leave you with winter solstice. So outside the circle, write down all the things that have to go, that have to leave you. And you write now this piece of paper, please. And in the evening of December 21st, and if you are in Southeast Asia, You can do it right away after this live stream because you are already at 10 or 11 o'clock right now, or 10:21, 11:21. So thank you for being up that late. You can make it like a spiral, like a colleague of mine made it nice and orderly, but make sure you have like a real borderline between what's inside the circle and what's going out of your life, what's not staying with you. And what do you do with that piece of paper? You are throwing it into the fire. You're throwing it into the Yul-Fire, into the winter solstice fire. No matter how small that fire is, if you have it like I had it one day in the kitchen sink, it has to be burned, that piece of paper. And it has miraculous effect. So take your time for that. And please don't copy that piece of paper. Don't take a photograph of this piece of paper. It has to be given away. It has to be trusted to the universe. If you're holding on to it, if you're keeping a copy of that paper, it won't work so strongly. So please really let it go, surrender it with the Yul-Fire. That's your task for tonight, 21st of December in the night. And it's a very, very powerful ritual. Finally, if you're interested to participate in the Essential Holy Nights, or in the Essential Holy Nights plus the Essential Holy Nights year, or even in the Essential Holy Nights, that's 15 live streams in a membership area, plus the Essential Holy Nights year, that's through the whole year, 12 additional live streams, so altogether 27 live streams. Or if you're even looking for one-on-one coaching with me, I'm offering the Essential Holy Nights year coaching, 4 coachings for winter, spring, summer, and autumn. You can go to this order page, and actually this one, not sure if that one even works. Yeah, that one doesn't work. I sent you an email, and I will actually also put under the live stream the correct link. My excuses for that. Sending people to the wrong link, that's not nice, because I'm sure quite some of you will wish to participate. It's one of the best investments you can make actually the whole year. You'll be surprised how much it brings to you. So let me see if I can copy it from somewhere else, that link. Yep. Here we have it. Yeah, it's a new link for 2023. Well, yeah, here is the correct link. Well, it's a little long, so probably hard to copy from the screen. That's why I will make it available for you after the live stream. I will put it into the comment section. Maybe some of you can see that. I sent it through the chat, but not all channels receive that link. Otherwise, I will just put that link in as soon as the live stream is finished, that you make sure you can participate. Because this is really just the beginning. It is magical work, it is spiritual work, it is creative work. It will change your life. Especially if you're doing it already for some years, it always gets better year by year. And it always gets more effective and more serious, the work. And it's something that will not leave you for the rest of your life, because who has the chance to create their own life according to their wishes? Who knows how to do that correctly? Here we are working with the laws that make that work. And so I congratulate you that you even heard of that possibility. Use it, and also share it with friends who might also wish to profit. I will have another live stream with you on the 23rd of December at 2 p.m. UTC, so the same time like today, for the preparation day 2, because officially 24th of December is preparation day 2, so I give you that next live stream, which is also for free for everyone ahead of time. And then with the beginning of the actual Holy Nights, the door closes, then only those who have signed up, who have joined this particular journey, will be inside the membership area where you will get the next live streams. And I will send instructions to all of you. When are these live streams? Where are these live streams if you're signed up? And if you're not signed up, you still got a lot of knowledge and inspiration that you can use right now. You have till December 23rd to think about your participation, because December 24th at 2 p.m. UTC, we start with the first live stream for Holy Night number 1. So I thank you so much for participation. I wish you a wonderful winter solstice, a wonderful, powerful Yul-Fire experience. And I will see you in 2 days for preparation day 2 of the Essential Holy Nights, which is the 3rd free live stream. And don't forget the Nights of Lot. I gave you also 6 free live streams for the Nights of Lot, so you could prepare for the Holy Nights. But then we are really into it, starting December 24th, preparing for the first Holy Night on December 25th. We are into that time capsule. We are really into that portal, into that inner world. Then the magical or divine work, as I rather call it, that divine creation work will start to happen. And I'll be grateful if you are on board, because you will also have an experience like never before. See you very soon, and enjoy the winter solstice.